Clothing. I mostly run in shorts and t-shirt. I would recommend that. You can get fancy technical t-shirts. In fact, this one I'm wearing now is called a technical t-shirt, which means it's mostly made of plastic and is supposed to keep you cooler and let the air move a bit more. Personally, I'm not a fan of them. I do wear them occasionally, but I don't often run in them because I actually find that I get quite a lot of chafing around the nipples. So when I'm out running, I just run in a bog standard t-shirt, just grab whatever's to hand. If it's 100% cotton, ideally, I find those are the most comfortable for me to run in. So you don't need any fancy t-shirts or anything like that. The only kind of special running gear I have is socks, because I get quite a lot of blistering around my toes, and I find a good pair of socks really helps that. So the brand I use is called Moremile, but I'd recommend trying a few and seeing what works for you. They claim to move the moisture away from your foot. It's called moisture wicking, and they have padding in the right places. And if you're going to invest in something, socks is quite a good bet, but it's not something you need to do to get started with. I only get problems with my toes if I'm running for more than an hour or two, so it's not something you need to do as a kind of first step. If you're a woman, then you'll want to invest in a good sports bra. I can't give you too much advice here other than to say that the women at my running club say this is one of the areas it is worth spending some money on and getting something that really gives you the support you need. So if you are a woman, that's definitely worth investing in. Then the only other clothing I use is if it's dark or if it's wet, and we'll talk about the heat and the cold a bit later, but I tend to use a high-vis jacket. Keeps me dry, but also make sure that cars and every other road users can see me if I'm running around the streets or whatever, or bikes can see me on the canal towpath. So you might want a high-vis jacket, but again, none of this is stuff you need to get started. You could run in jeans if you wanted. I wouldn't recommend it, but if you want to use leggings or jogging bottoms or whatever you want to go for, you don't need all this specialist running gear. You can just run in whatever you've got.